Just a little bit of catfish, you know, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of catfish never hurt anyone, did it?
So you must be Mike?
Yes, I am Mike. How are you doing today, Jasmine?
Hi guys, I'm Grandy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It literally means the world to me, like, no cap. People say that nowadays, don't they? No cap. Sounds so cool when I say that. No cap. Okay, that was weird. Today I think I'm filming probably the most highly requested video, and that is how I edit my Instagram photos. Guys, I'm not joking, I at least get this question like once a week, every week. So yeah, I'm gonna give people what they want. I'm gonna give you what you want, okay? Like, enough of the questions. I'm so happy, to be honest, that I'm gonna be able to tell people, just look at the video, honey, look at the video. I get it in my comments, I get it in my DMs, I get it everywhere. So I'm really excited to be filming this today for you guys. Yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so on the gram, I'm a little bit of a catfish, a little bit, not that much. Yeah, so to edit my photos, I only use two apps, and that is an app called VSCO Cam or VSCO Cam and Facetune. So I've always used the normal original Facetune, and I think you pay 99p or 1.99 for it. If you upload pictures regularly, 1.99 is a pretty good investment. But then they also have Facetune 2 now, and yeah, I think that's also really good. And it has similar features to Facetune 1, but I just mainly use Facetune 1, the original. I'm an original type of chick. Just joking. Yeah, and I think Facetune 2 is actually free, so that's great. And it's pretty much the same features, so I think maybe just apply what I'm doing to Facetune 2 if you want to use the free one. But yeah, I just prefer Facetune 1. I think because I'm comfortable with it, I've been using it for so long. Before you even get to actually editing your pictures, I would say my top tips for, you know, getting great Instagram content, getting your feed to be popping, I would say is to have good lighting. Yeah, that's literally my number one tip. Whether it be you're stood outside, indoors, a good flash, then yeah, lighting is the key. Then after you have good lighting and you've taken your picture, then it comes down to the editing. Also, in terms of like creating good Instagram content, I don't believe that you need cameras to do this. I just use my phone. Me and my sister, we both use our phones. We shoot each other, so I will shoot her picture and then she'll shoot mine. So it's a nice little setup. It's a nice setup, it works well for us. I did recently upgrade to the 11 Pro Max, and that has actually been helping our pictures just look even better. But before, she used to have the 8 Plus, and the pictures were still great on that phone. So yeah, you can literally create great content on your phone as long as you know how to edit it. So once you've got your picture, you've taken a good lighting, you've used your phone or camera, then we use a Facetune. This is actually good because I need to edit a picture to put onto Instagram tonight. So you guys can just watch me as I edit my photo, and yeah, you can just see the whole behind the scenes process. Okay, so my screen recorder is on. Great, let's do this. Let's edit my picture. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Facetune app, and then as you can see, open photo, and then I go into my favorites because, guys, let me show you actually how many pictures that I took to get this shot. Okay, look. This is quite scary. Oh my gosh, it's never ending. It's never ending. Okay, it stopped there. So yeah, it took me just a little while to get the shot, but it's worth it. In the end, we got the shot. Yeah, basically what I do is I take the picture, and then I favorite the ones that I like, and then I just keep whistling it down. It's pretty much an episode of America's Next Top Model. It's like, you have made the cut, you have made the cut, and each time I just keep unfavoriting till I have the one picture. And sometimes when I can't decide, as you can see, I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 that I've made it to the final round. Yeah, so sometimes I get like my sister or somebody to like help me because I'm like, I can't decide, they're all so pretty. I'm just so cute, I just can't decide which one. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go with this one. So what I'll do first is probably whiten the background. This is a master key of editing. Always whiten the background. If it's already white, sometimes you think, oh, my background is white, I don't need to whiten it. No, you need to whiten it. As you can see, that's already making a difference. I'm literally just scrubbing with I'm using my finger, and I'm going around myself and just literally whitening that background. Whiten, and it makes such a huge difference, especially when you take the image onto VSCO cam and start to edit it. It just makes it pop. Also, another good thing about whitening the background is that it makes your feed look very seamless. If all your backgrounds are white, it makes your feed, everything blends in really nicely instead of it being grey or off green, you know. That's just the first step that I would do. Just whiten that background, honey, make sure it's nice and white. Then what I always do as well is, as you can see at the bottom right, or is it left? Right or left of the screen, there's this square, this round blue tool, and basically I always click that to look at before and after. So all you have to do is press and hold, and it shows you before and after. And can you see like the difference that made? What a difference a day makes. Okay, so the next thing that I'll do is get onto the face, honey. Let's do my face. As you can see, my face looks pretty darn good. If I do say so myself. And then I just would, as you can see, there's little blemishes here and there. I would just very, very lightly just blur those out. What this does, it smoothens out the picture. The way that I smooth as well is very, very gently. I'm gonna literally show you what I mean. So that's my face. Hi. I literally just tap like that when I'm face tuning. I just tap, like, I don't like scrub it, because when you scrub it, it looks just super like blurred and weird. So all I do is gently tap, like, and just gently, very gently remove the blemishes. Because the thing is, of course you don't have to remove your blemishes, duh. I just found it like, if I don't do this step, when I go onto VSCO cam and put filters on top of the picture, the blemishes look very heightened and exaggerated, even more so than they do in the original picture. So that is why I like to do this step. Yeah, just a little bit of face, just a little bit of catfish, you know, nothing wrong with that. A little bit of catfish never hurt anyone, did it?
So you must be Mike?
Yes, I am Mike. How are you doing today, Jasmine?
And I always do before and after, as you can see. Like, I always make sure I'm going backwards and forwards to make sure that I'm not editing the picture too much. I still always want it to look like me. So yeah, I'm just, you know, dabbing away just underneath my eyes and getting rid of those creases. Who wants creases? Not me. Oof, we're looking snatched, honey. As you can see, there's just like little things that I've gotten rid of. I've literally just put like a slight blur over the picture. Oh, I might have done that a bit too much actually. Once you do that, I usually get the eraser tool and I will just erase certain areas that I don't want to be blurred. Like for example, I'll get the eraser and then I'll go over my lips and make sure they've not been erased, go over my eyes, maybe my eyebrows, my nose. Have I face tuned a bit too much? There's so much pressure. I feel a lot of pressure right now actually, I'm not gonna lie to you. After I do that, I then use the details tool and then I add detail to features like my eyelashes, just to add more like emphasis on these things. So the things that I want to really be emphasized, like my eyelashes, like the shine on my lips, that's what I do. I zoom in, I detail the shine on my lips, I detail the shine on my nose, you know. I'll probably detail my eyeliner. Oh yeah, I also always detail my jewelry so that my jewelry just pops more in the photo. So I'll just go in like that. With the details, it's like you're coloring in the item that you want to be brighter. Oh, that looks quite cool. I'm liking this photo, I'm liking it. Then what I like to do is whiten my eyes just to make them even pop further. So I'm just coloring in my eyes. Also, I think the massive like key of using Facetune is just always doing it very lightly. Like, I think I've even whitened my eyes too much. So never be afraid to like go in with the eraser and do it again. If you feel like you've overdone it, just literally go in with the tool again and just dab. A lot of the time, whenever you like color things in, like, no baby, no. So yeah, I'm just dabbing my eyes, dab 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 dab. making that pop more. I'm literally just giving you guys all the tea, like I'm exposing myself right now. But yeah, it's good. We should all learn and we should all get popping pictures for the gram. I feel like my eyes have been whitened to a normal amount now. I'm gonna just go in. I feel like my nose looks invisible right now, so I'm just gonna go in with the details again. Does that look weird? I don't know. Yeah, so I always go backwards and forwards. As you can see, I'm just pressing that tool, going backwards and forwards. I'm just gonna smooth out this top a little bit because I feel like my top looks a little bit weird. Do that. Oh guys, I'm really loving this photo. I'm loving this photo. Yeah, I think we're done now. Is there like a blemish? Okay, so as you can see, there's this patch here. Whenever there's patches like this on your photos, you can just simply do this, get the patch tool, and then get something from far and bring it like that. Whoop, it's gone. So yeah, I just like to make things as clean and, you know, sharp as possible. Damn, girl, is that you? Okay, so the picture's pretty much done. Then I just save the photo and go into VSCO cam. So you just go into VSCO cam, you type the plus sign, and then you click on your photo, import, and then edit. So basically, I actually paid for like the advanced version of VSCO cam, but it actually comes with many amazing filters. I just paid for it recently because my sister had paid for it and she had like these really nice filters, and I was like, I want those. And also when you pay for VSCO, you can also edit videos. But yeah, it's still great to use as a free, and there's a lot of free filters that I still use. So once you go onto VSCO, there's literally loads of filters. There's less filters when you haven't paid for it, so that actually makes things a lot easier because you don't have to look through all of these. But what's really great about VSCO cam is that once you have a filter that you like, you can save it, like, and then swipe up and get the star, and then that filter now comes onto your favorites. So the favorites is where I store all of my favorite filters. As you can see here, I've got about 12 favorite filters, and these are the main filters that I use to edit my pictures. Even though, to be honest, here I've got like 12, but my main filters are literally, yeah, I have about 4 of these that I actually use regularly, but I just have a few extra in there just for, you know, fun. Once you get onto VSCO, then you choose a filter that you think will suit the image. I usually quickly go through my favorites. M5, I know M5 is definitely a free filter, so that's great. So yeah, so you just go through it and then you just think, which one does my picture look juicy in? Okay, that one looks cool, but that's not really my feed. Also, when you click the filter, it always does the most maximum effect that the filter will have in the picture. But of course, you always reduce it, add it. So also, what's an important tip to consider before you start editing your photo is the kind of vibe that you want to create on your Instagram feed. So on my Instagram feed, let's just, you know, go on and click on it. Oh, hi Heath. We love it, Heath, guys. He's a great YouTuber. Check him out. So as you can see on my feed, my main vibe, to be fair, it's gotten kind of messy lately, I'm not gonna lie, but I like whites, beiges, pinks, some browns. That's the main vibe that I have on my Instagram. So for someone with a feed like mine, I wouldn't really choose a filter that's like got like a blue tone to it or a green tone to it, because that will offset my feed. So I mainly gravitate to using, you know, the browns and the pink filters. So yeah, now that I'm on the app, I think the one that I was liking, I liked Dog One. I think that is really cute. I also, let me see, M5 isn't bad either. Definitely not L5. It feels so weird me calling the filters by their names. I don't know why they're called these things, by the way. I don't know why they're called Dog One. Because I'm not trying to look like a dog. I'm trying to look like a cutie. I feel like Dog One is quite natural. Okay, I'm gonna do Dog One. So also a really cool hack is that once you have a filter that you like, let's say you can't decide between 2, you can actually use both, because you can save that photo with that filter, then you can upload the photo again with that filter already on it, and then add that filter on top. Okay, I'll show you guys it later on. But yeah, so I'm just gonna use Dog One. I'm gonna use it not too much. Yeah, I think that looks quite nice. 2 is really cool. Okay, I like that. And then, and I don't know if it's the same for other dark skinned girls out there, but when I take my photos, usually it kind of just washes me out. So I usually like to, you know, reduce the brightness just a little bit. To be fair, this photo is kind of a dark photo, so it's not too bad. So yeah, then I'll play with contrast. Typically I'll usually add a little bit of contrast. As you can see, it's just making things just pop a little bit more. Then I'll add sharpen. I usually always add sharpen. As you can see, when you go right to the end, it looks super detailed. And then there's quite blurry. And also on VSCO cam, it's similar to Facetune where you can like see before and after. So what you do just to find before and after is just press and hold. So when you press down like that, it shows you how it looked before and then after. So I always do that as well, just to see the difference. So it's like as you're increasing it and decreasing it, you can just go before, after, before, after. I hope you guys got what I mean by before, after. Yeah, I'm just gonna add that to maybe 2.9. And guys, we're taking pictures is always in the angles. Like as you can see here, my face looks super slim and slender, whereas here, as you can see, I got some cheeks. But yeah, I didn't face tune my cheeks or anything like that. It's just all in the angles. Then I would look at saturation. Then you just look at if you want to add a little bit of sunlight. As you can see, this is the extreme and then that's the opposite. So I don't think this which actually needs saturation. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna literally add 1. Sometimes you just need to add the littlest thing to make it perfect. That's what I'm gonna do. Then I'll go into skin tone. Usually I add this. Usually I go into the skin tone if I've added like a lot of filters to the picture. Skin tone always brings back your color typically. Maybe I'll just add like 2 or 1, why not? Then sometimes you can add grain. Yeah, maybe I'll just add a tiny bit of grain. And grain is really good because it just adds like a slight edge to photos. Just to make it a little bit more lifelike, you know. Yeah, to be honest, I think this picture might be done. Go next, and then you do save to camera roll, yes, and then it says save to camera roll. You know your picture's good, it's in there. And then you do it as if you're starting a new picture from the scratch. You basically just click import, and then what you can do is, if you were feeling another filter also, you can just go on that filter, and now you can add that filter on top. Yeah, it's good, right? So now it's like you have a bit of dog one and a bit of M5 mixed together. We love that. And I think that's ready to go onto the gram. Hey guys, so my camera died, but basically in the meantime I uploaded that picture onto Instagram, so it's now live. Go ahead, check it out. It's on the feed. As you can see, it's the latest pic on my gram. I just put it up. So yeah, it's live. Now you guys know that I'm giving you the real tea. This is how I really edit. So yeah, this is the real. I'll quickly just show you a before and after of the picture, so you guys can see the difference that my editing made. It's slightly catfish, but not too catfish, you know, it could be worse. So yeah, this is the edited picture, and then this is how it looked before. So as you can see, I've added color, I've made it more defined, I've obviously got rid of blemishes. You can obviously tell that it's still me, I'm the same person. The picture is just more snatched, more melanin. That is the power of editing, and it wasn't that hard, right? Just practice this on your own pictures, of course with the filters, adapt it to what you want to do and your vibe. So I quickly also wanted to show you guys how I edit full-length outdoor pictures as well as selfies. So I'll show you this picture. I took this picture a few weeks ago, and as you can see, it's a lovely picture, if I do say so myself. The outfit that I've actually featured in this pic is actually in a recent haul that I've loaded. So at the end of this video, go ahead and check out that video if you like this outfit. But yeah, so as you can see, this picture is cute, but honey, we can always make it cuter, of course. Let's do it. Let me duplicate this picture just so that I can find it easily. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump straight back into Facetune and open up that picture. Okay, so this is the photo. So whenever I take outdoor pictures, there's usually things that are on the ground, like dirt, chewing gum, things of that nature. And honey, I don't like those things. They need to go. They gotta go. So basically, I get rid of them on Facetune. That's what I do. I basically clean up the streets. I'm basically a virtual street cleaner. I'm literally a virtual street cleaner because I clean up my photos, I clean up the ground. This is how I do that. As you can see, this photo is a sweet one, but there's loads of like things on the floor, like blemishes and dirt. I get rid of that very easily by using the patch tool. I'm literally just patching away all of the mess, like so. Where's it gone? It's disappeared. And like I said before, I always use this before and after tool to see how it looked before and after. Then I just do the same to all the little dirt on the floor. Super simple. I just get a patch that, you know, is identical to it and get rid of it. So there's obviously a little bit over here too. And also, if there's like loads of like little bits in one place like this, you can just get the smooth tool or use the color picker tool and pick a color that it should be and just literally color that in. I mean, yeah, just like that. Can you see now it's all nice and gray? Yeah, when you zoom out, it looks like nothing ever happened there. So also, yeah, as you can see, there's patches pretty much everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and just patch the rest of the floor up. If there was like loads of tiny little things all together in one place, I would just color them all in and then smooth them out. But because these things are quite big and individually spaced out, I just literally use the patch tool like that. So I've now patched up the floor. Before, after. Doesn't it look so much better already? Oh my gosh. Then I will just fix like the color discoloration, and I will just literally whiten everything. This is the same as what I said before. In the same way that we whitened the background of my picture before, I always whiten the background of, you know, street style photos by making like the floors whiter. As you can see, I'm just coloring in all the cream and making it white. And also this only works on things that like are close in color to white. Like if something is like black, then it's not gonna whiten, sis. It's only for things that are like creams, beiges, you know. Also whenever you're whitening things, always be like handy with the eraser tool just to take away the colors, the things that shouldn't be white. You just, you know, use the eraser and those types of things. Yeah, so this section, I'm sure we can whiten that too, make that nice and white. And then I'll just slightly just go over this pillar just so that it just kind of blends seamlessly with the background. And then I'm going to also whiten this background section over here, just because it's slightly yellow, so I'm gonna make that white also. Make sure everything's, you didn't leave anything out. I'm gonna quickly whiten this bit as well between my legs, so that's nice and whitened. Okay, then if there's like patches like this on the wall and I don't really like it, I will just color pick a color that's, you know, also on the wall and just color that in. Yeah, so I'll just do that. And then if you can see that the color is, you know, coming onto the other side of the wall, which it shouldn't be, you just use the eraser and get rid of that, and then it's perfect. And then after that, you can also go in with the smooth and just smooth that all out. And when you zoom out, oh, can't even see it. Okay, I just realized I actually went over this section with the whiten tool. I think I was doing it quite rushed, so whenever that happens, it's fine, it's not the end of the world. You can probably just pick the color that it was supposed to be, like this goldy color, and then like you can color that in. There we go. You could go back, you could just keep going back, and that's a good thing as well about with Facetune. You can, like, if you don't like something that you did, you can go back and go forwards, but with that was quite simple to fix. So I just choose the color and just colored that in. The next step that I would do is smooth out creases on my outfit. Probably just smooth out my face just a tiny bit, very lightly, Then if you can see the outfit, there's just like things on the outfit that don't need to be there, like creases and things. So I just personally get rid of those with the smooth tool. I just focusing on the area that I want to get rid of, just smooth that out very lightly. So sis, if you didn't have time to iron your clothes, don't worry, the smooth tool has got you. Smooth out any bits that you are thinking is looking creased, like on the skirt there's creased bits, on the jacket, there we go. And then that's just looking so much cleaner and nicer. And also it's very important that whenever there's like details on the item, if you've smoothed it out, you should always go back and add details. For example, to be honest, there's no buttons on this jacket, but if there was a button, I'd usually go back and then detail that button so that, you know, it doesn't look like the button is smoothed out, because that doesn't make sense. After that, on my face, I'd actually use the detail and detail things like my earrings and things that I just want to draw attention to, things that I like, the details that might have, you know, gone missing in the picture. And also if there's glass, I always, you know, accentuate the glass, make my lip gloss look always extra popping. Yeah, I think the picture is done Facetune wise. So yeah, that is the first step. So that is how I would Facetune a background. With the patch tool, you can pretty much get rid of anything in pictures. If you have time and if you have dedication, if there's something that you want to get rid of in your picture, you can usually get rid of it. Sometimes I get rid of people, I get rid of whole human beings. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, so then I save the picture and then I take it to VSCO cam, which is so very similarly to what I did earlier. I just import the picture that I want to edit. Then, you know, I go on to my favorites, then I play around and see which filter I'm liking the most. To be honest, I really always gravitate to Dog One. I just love it. And because a lot of the time I use Dog One, the filter called Dog One, on my feed, I would definitely advise to have a few filters that you use continuously, just so that your feed can be, you know, it can be telling one story, one vibe. I'm gonna just do a very nice warm edit. I'm gonna just take it to maybe about right there, 3.3. I like that. And then I'll just go in with exposure. Let's see if we want to make it darker, or okay, definitely not brighter because the picture's already bright as it is. Maybe I'll just make it a tiny bit darker, just that you can see, you know, my outfit, my features. So I'll just maybe bring that down to like -4 maybe. Yeah, like that. And then I would go on to sharpen, you know, bring out the details, not right to the end. As you can see, sharpen actually looks really good on this photo. So I'm just gonna maybe put it about 4. Yeah, I'll put it at 4. Then you just literally keep going along, seeing what you want to add, seeing what you want to take away. Editing pictures is very, very subjective. So it's literally whatever you feel like, whatever your vibe is for that day, for that look. I'm gonna add a little bit of saturation. Give me a bit of sunlight. Maybe I'll add 1. Great. Then I don't tend to use tones ever really. Sometimes I use temperature, but not much. Sometimes I do use tint though. Tint is really cool. Like if you ever add a bit of like pink, I think I'm actually gonna do that. Let me add like 1 pink. Yeah, I like that. It looks nice and warm now. Then you can go with skin tone, which usually just makes the picture very nice and seamless. And that's that on that. And as you can see, I didn't really do much to this picture in terms of filters because this picture had really, really good lighting. So like I said earlier, when you have a picture with good lighting, you really don't have to do that much. So that is why it's always imperative to have really good lighting when you're taking pictures. So I've just saved that picture and I'm just gonna put it back into the app to see if I want to add any filters on top. Yeah, let's see. Okay, I really like what filter is this? AL3 is looking quite nice. I think it's just like strengthening the whole like made in Chelsea vibe. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of AL3 on top. It's adding a super subtle difference, but yeah, I like it. So then I'm just gonna maybe add a little bit of contrast. I think I'm gonna darken it a little bit just so that you can see, you know, my face and my features a little bit more. And then I'm gonna add sharpen. Do I need saturation? Yeah, I think this picture is done, to be honest. Okay, so that picture I think is done. So now I'm just gonna go back into my camera roll to show you guys before and after of that final image. It just looks more like put together, more seamless, more clean. So this is before, this is after. Before, after. Yeah. And that, ladies and gents, is how I edit my Instagram. I'm so excited that now if anyone asks me, oh girl, how'd you edit your pictures, I can be like, girl, here's the link, just watch the video. Because sometimes it can be quite like confusing to be like, oh, all you have to do is use Facetune, then put it into VSCO cam, then add this filter, then add, like, it's just weird to say that. So now you can just watch a video and hopefully you've learned something. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video and how I edit and how I do, you know, a bit of catfish here and there. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. It literally means the world to me. Please do like, comment and subscribe to this video. I upload 2 times every single week, so make sure that your bell notification is on so you can see when I upload. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.